Shobhita. Actually, that's wrong. I think Shobhita's walked in with this like sex appeal, like mystery. What is this? What is this? Like she's so like sorted. And we are very excited for Raman Raghav 2.0 as we would be. The trailer's been so cool and it's been so appreciated. I think it's excited. It's finally releasing.
Very excited, very excited. It's releasing tomorrow, guys. Please do watch the film. It's releasing tomorrow. It's a different film. And
Show
we'll
some
shake you
love.
off. Yeah.
Show some love.
Supreme.
So you're playing this like cop in the film who's very like, I don't know, lack of a better word, fucked in the head. You know? Like it's borderline scary. Kya ho raha hai?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Pretty
So
much.
then how did you like get into skin of the character?
So I was given this brief that, Anurag sir called me and he said, I want you to play this part. And I wanted to audition for this part first. Because he gave me this brief. So there's this cop who is in the head. And he's into drugs and he's got his own issues. So he's kind of a rebel and he's got temperamental issues. He's unpredictable in how he behaves. So he's exactly what you're not. And that's why I'm skeptical.
Yes. I literally don't know what that means.
Okay, pause.
What's happening?
Connect it again.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
Okay.
It was just a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Going on. You're playing the cop in the head. Okay.
Yes.
You're playing the cop in the
head.
Cop in the head. You're playing the cop in the film and you audition for the role.
Yes, so for the audition, Anurag sir gave me a brief. That he's got temperamental issues, he does drugs, he's going through his own turmoil and he's on the edge, he could fall on the safe ground or he could fall directly off the cliff. So he's a cop, but not the ideal cop, and he just said he's exactly what you're not. So I'm a bit skeptical, so you have to give an audition. And he gave me 5 days and he was really very, very different from who I am. So I thought, let's do an exercise, okay? And I locked myself up in a room. I switched off my phone. There was no music, there was no television, there was no internet, nothing. And I just had the script of 2 scenes which I had to perform for the audition 5 days later. Because it was so different, so it was important for me to break that conditioning that I'm used to, break that secure space that I'm used to, to just tap onto those elements which are somewhere deep down inside. So just to bring them out. 5 days later, I gave the audition at about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was heading back home after giving the audition at around 2. I gave the audition with Sobhita. And so I was heading back home, very happy. I'll meet people, I'll talk to people. 5 days I didn't talk to anybody or meet anybody. I was really screwed. And I got a call that Anurag Kashyap is in the office. He saw your tape, so he's called me. I took a U-turn, I went back and he sat me down and he just said, so I'm locking you for the part.
Wow, that moment.
Yes. He was gonna cry.
And how was your audition? I mean,
that was, it was actually the first film audition I've given in my life.
Okay.
And it was quite creepy to begin with. Nice. Because I walk into the room
and of the adjectives surrounded by this, it was creepy, it's fucked up, kya ho raha hai?
No, and I hadn't seen Masan by then, so I had no idea. And I'm so
What's
glad.
wrong with you? Yeah.
Everything. For the right reasons. You'll watch the film and find out. So I met him and he was sitting there with like this expression which don't mess with me. You want to do the lines? Yeah, we can do that. Like I said hi, he didn't even reply. He didn't even say hi. Like, lines good. I was like, yeah, sure.
Cool star you
and then this is not even like half the story. We go upstairs to give the test and I look back to find Mr. Kaushal laying naked on a red, shiny leather couch. And I was like, what is this? Why?
No, this is not what I signed up for.
And that was my first film audition. I was just like, is this how it's done? Were the rumors true? No, I'm going home. Yeah, but
it was the scene what we were doing was an intimate scene.
It was an intimate scene.
I wouldn't have guessed. I thought it was just like, hello.
just clarifying कि पता लगा कि मतलब कोई भी scene हो रहा है और यहाँ
here I am.
Adam बन के बैठा हूँ.
That was creepy. But then it was an intimate scene followed by this really like intense argument between the two. So it was damn fun. Fun in the sense.
I think fun is different for different people, clearly. So lots of fun. Okay, so Anurag Kashyap actually in this interview said that my biggest struggle was to get Vicky to go from the Masan boy that everyone sort of wants to help him meet.
His description to me was, okay, so in Masan you played a guy which every girl wants to take you and meet her mom.
Yeah.
I want that to change to every girl who wants to take you and not meet her mom, just to bed. That's it.
Has he been successful? Do you think?
I really hope so.
Yeah, we hope so too. We saw the trailer and we were like, ये कैसे अलग ख्याल about
ऐसे
Vicky?
कैसे हो गया?
ये क्या हो रहा है? So how is it working with Nawazuddin? I would imagine like very intimidating, like.
It's not.
Really?
It's not, and that's his greatness. Because as an actor,
he's
you
very cool.
as an audience, you feel that Arey Nawaz bhai hai, he can pull off anything and everything which he can.
Yeah.
But when we work with him as an actor, the beautiful thing about him is that he is as scared as I was or as she was to portray the character. He never underestimates his character. And he really comes with a lot of homework. He really comes prepared and he's really alive when he's doing that. He doesn't underestimate at all. So his hunger to learn is always alive. Still, and also I met him for the first time when I was an AD on Gangs of Wasseypur.
Yeah.
The Nawaz bhai I met then and the Nawaz bhai I work with now is the same person.
Really?
It's the same exact person,
That's
and that talks a
incredible.
lot about the person.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're doing a film like this, which is so intense, which is obviously not people who are in real life, does it ever while shooting sort of start getting to your head? Like, do you
Of course.
become,
Definitely.
yeah?
Because I feel like when you get into a character, there's a lot of give and take that happens, and you start to relate to the character because you must to be able to do justice to it. And then you start questioning yourself, why would you think like this? Do I also want to do this? But why? There's that thing, and also his character and Nawaz's character is so like intense.
Aggressive,
Yeah, aggressive, and not just in the most typical of sense. There's so many layers.
Yeah.
Like, mentally, it's very draining.
The process always starts with there's this character on paper that you get, right? And you start putting life into it. Whatever understanding you have, the director's vision, you start putting life into it. But by the time the process ends, it's actually that character changes you.
Yeah, like you've made it your own.
Yeah, and then you imbibe certain traits of that character, which is sometimes harmful for you by people around you.
When I first met him, I actually thought he was like the character because I didn't know how he was like in real life. So I thought he was just this like horrible person.
Psycho.
Yeah, so I was just like, hi.
What? So when did that change? Like when did you start getting like, okay, you both are normal people?
Immediately after the film got over.
Yeah, I was just like, Arre, tu! Into that mode.
Disappointed. She was actually disappointed.
Yeah, man. Because
You had such edge.
I think he's a very hot guy. Like he's bad. Like he's so bad, it's good. Yeah.
Lots of love coming in. And
Hello,
asking
bye.
how was the experience working with Anurag?
It was fantastic. Anurag sir, for me, he's like family to me because my journey in the industry started with by assisting him on Gangs of Wasseypur, and whatever little knowledge that I have about filmmaking and cinema is because of that person. So it's been a journey, and now that I've worked with him as an actor, firstly it was like a dream come true. I think every actor in this industry
wants to work with Anurag Kashyap.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was a dream come true and got to learn a lot. So, and like I said, he wanted to put that Masan boy image up my ass, which I think
He succeeded in
capable of
doing it.
completely.
That's what's amazing. And you first film Anurag Kashyap.
Yeah, man.
Who are you, man? What's up?
That's the first film
Yeah.
ever, man.
Imagine this is just.
And she learned to speak in Hindi just 6 months before the audition.
Shut up, yeah.
Yeah.
What are these enterprising, talented people? I don't understand.
कौन है ये कहाँ से आती है?
When I met Anurag sir for the first time, it was right after the audition. I was so happy to have given an audition. I felt so cool. I was just like, wow, give me my crown. And I was going home and I hadn't reached yet and I got a call saying, sir's calling me. I'm like, who, sir? They didn't tell me. And I didn't even know who I was auditioning for.
Okay.
I had no clue what that film was. I know it's some film and some super confidential film. So I was just like, wow. Like I felt like part of the secret gang or something.
In the club, yeah.
I'm the insider.
Yeah.
And I come back and I open the door and I see him. I'm like,
I wasn't ready.
I'm going to need a minute. I opened it, I walked in again and I had the most like calmest of expressions on my face. I'm just like, yeah, I agree. Totally. And in the inside of my mind, I was freaking out. It was like Lavani meets dubstep. In my head, I was freaking out. Yeah. And also he as a person, I thought he'd be a lot more intimidating and just like this, like,
Like serious like person, yeah.
yeah. But he's so cool. Yeah.
That's the best Anurag Kashyap impression back going. Oh my god, he talks exactly like that, it's true. Okay, so will you guys be willing to do like full dance, masti, dhamaka type
Of course.
Yeah? You dance really well, it's true. That musical, yeah, my god.
Oh yeah.
My god. But like, would you be willing to like do this whole heroine film film heroine बोलेंगे.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a script yet. Doing it wrong. Thank you everyone for joining in. You remember, if you have missed the live chat, you can watch the whole thing on YouTube. You'll find all the links at missmalini.com. Bye bye.
If you really like this video, then please like and
Subscribe.